Guys, Amazon Prime Day is here. It's running from the 8th to the 11th, so that's today, the day of recording, and it's running to the 11th. So I've popped out on my lunch break and I've gathered half a dozen things that I think are worth having a look at on Amazon in terms of camper van supplies. So without further ado, I'm going to try and do this without an edit because I need to get this uploaded straight away. I'm just on my quick lunch break. First thing, here's my presentation. This is going to be weird. Camper van bug lantern, absolute essential. When you're out and about in the wild, here's mine, slightly different colour. This has been an absolute lifesaver. There's nothing worse than getting half a dozen bugs in the van just before you go to bed. Or last year we were in Europe, you got a mosquito flying about the room. It's horrible, isn't it? Bang that on, it's got a nice light, it attracts them in, zip, zap, just like the blue things you used to get in shops. So that's my first one. That is reduced from from 20 quid down to 17 quid. Not a massive saving, but worth grabbing one if you're looking for it. By the way, these are in no order. Next one, Camper Van Bible, the book. It's an awesome book and great for just sitting, chilling, reading, looking for inspiration. There's France, which I've got. There's Spain and Portugal, which I've got. Great ideas, great inspiration. I think there's also a recipe and cooking one. I was a bit less fussed about that one. That is reduced from 25 quid down to £19.40. Next thing, if you haven't got one already, why not? Portable fire pit. Yes, they look a bit sketchy, but I tell you what, they're brilliant. By the way, I'm going to stick the links of all of these in the description. I've got an Amazon affiliates link, which means if you buy something for 20 quid, I get about 20 pence. Hey ho. Anyway, fire pit is reduced from 22 quid down to £14.44. Here's a big one. This is a big one. I've just bought one of these. These are amazing. If you like pizza, you need one of these. You absolutely need one. Now, what you've probably seen in the past is Uni. This is a different make. This is Gosney, and these are amazing. The reason I went for this is the build quality is better, the support is much better, prices were a little bit better, and it just looked so much better. So the link I've got in the description here, it's from 400 quid down to 320 quid. So grab that bargain now. I think I paid closer to 400 quid for mine. So amazing. You get them with a gas link, which I've got. You plug your barbecue gas bottle in. But what I also did is I got the accessory to cook with fire, so that if I'm away in the van, I've got a bunch of logs cut to size. I fire the logs in the little fire tray, and off you go. So that's a must. I'm going to do a different video on pizzas later on. Here's something I'm going to jump on and buy. I've been wanting these. I've got one in the house, and it seems like a feckin' excessive to buy one for the van as well, but I always forget it. You're getting up in the morning, especially in the winter, the windows are all covered in condensation. Hit it with the vac and you're ready to go in 2 minutes. So that is an absolute game changer. They're reduced from 80 quid down to 44.49 at the moment. Again, link in the description. Next one, I've just got these last month. These are brilliant, and actually if I'd known I would have waited a bit longer. Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 Pro. That's mine there. They're great little headphones, and I needed a new set of headphones, basically sitting like that. The noise cancelling is phenomenal, and if you're a bit hard of hearing, they've got a function on them where you can actually turn it on, so if someone speaks to you, it actually amplifies the noise, which I thought was really interesting. I'd quite like to try that out in a sort of busy environment and see how that works, but I've not done it yet. They're reduced from 220 quid to 149, bargain of the century, so worth grabbing. The other thing is, what I'm showing you this on is this. So Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 Plus, that's now reduced from 238 quid down to 145. That is a massive bargain. So watching TV when you're on the move, I always find that this TV just burns power, and I didn't have a TV in my VW, so I always watch stuff on my tablet, and it's much better. I get to play games, all that kind of stuff. If your TV isn't digital, then you'll need a Fire Stick. If it is, you don't need one, but the Fire Sticks are reduced from 60 down to 28 quid just now. And then the last one I've got on this list, oh, good old Jackery. We've seen the adverts everywhere, all over YouTube for years, but I just thought I'd include it. I'm not sponsored by Jackery, I never have been, but there's a massive deal on them just now, reduced from 260 to 160 basically. And the reason I've put that there, I'm thinking about getting one of those myself just now, because in the winter time, with the solar panel and the single leisure battery in here, you are having to be a bit more economical. Whereas if I had that, I'd plug my laptop in, I'd plug my computer in, stuff like that, charge my phones, all that. I wouldn't need to be worried about the power. And an additional leisure battery for this is going to be kicking about 300 quid. So 160 quid. It's a backup solution. I don't need to take it out in the summer, because in the summer months I'm fine. Or if I am taking it out in the summer, it's because I'm taking my decks with me and I want to be out playing outside somewhere. Something like that. But yeah. There is one final thing that I didn't put on my little slideshow here, and that's these little cupboard lights that I've got. These are phenomenal. So I bought these for all over my VW and installed them there, and I left them in there when I sold it as I meant to. And I've now got them in all my cupboards here in the Auto Trail. Basically, if you open a cupboard, especially in the winter time, it's dark as hell and you can't see in it, especially the one under the passenger seats. So they come with a little magnetic strip down the back. I can't remember the price of them. They'll be about 10-15 quid. I'll put a link in the description. But these, I've bought several packets of these and I've got them everywhere. When you lift up the benches, they've got sensors on them, so the lights come on automatically. It's these ones have got a USB-C charging port, so you know, I'll just grab the charging leads out of the van, especially during the day when the solar's running full tilt, and charge them up. But literally, I think the one in the cupboard there I've charged up twice in the last year, so amazing. Anyway, that's my quick wrap up of Amazon Prime Day. I hope it's useful for you. If you're watching this after the 11th of July 2025, go and stick in the comments if you're buying something, because I'm quite interested to see how the prices have reduced. Have they gone back up to the levels that I was saying there? Let's catch them out and see if they are being sneaky here. Otherwise, if you're getting a deal or you're going ahead and buying something, give me a shout. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll catch up with you on a van trip soon. See you around. Take care.